Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Skin Review Podcast. Today, we're talking about Chapter 5, Season 3, Wrecked. This season started out as one of my favorite seasons in a long time and quickly derailed itself into, well, something that a lot of us can agree is not really that enjoyable anymore. And because I decided that this was quite the controversial season, I guess you can say, in terms of how divided the community was with it, I decided to bring in two YouTubers who, in most of the community, are pretty cool. As a matter of fact, I'm among those group of people, or I'm among that group of people that thinks these guys are pretty cool because I've gotten to know them and I've gotten to understand who they are. But a lot of them in the community see these figures as controversial in some cases because of clickbait. But all of that aside, today we are introducing two of my great friends, FriendlyMachine.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
And iRushAlways.
Hello, how are you doing?
So, as per usual with the Skin Review Podcast, what is between our choices is whatever the rank is given for the skins we're going to be talking about. So as we do this, I'm going to be placing a random picture of the skin up on screen. We're going to talk about it, see what we liked about it, what we didn't, and we're going to be choosing from the list of S, A, B, C, or D. If we all choose the same ranking, obviously that's the rank given. But if we choose, let's say I choose S and both of you are, well, two, this actually doesn't really work the same way I was thinking. If two of you choose S and I choose A, usually what we do is go the lower of the two. But that's kind of, it's a little bit odd now because it's three people. I think this is the first time I've actually had three people and not two or four. So this is actually a little bit different now that I think of it for my ways of doing this. So honestly, if it somehow becomes divided, we usually go the lower of the two, but I don't think we're going to have that problem because it's either going to be two of us agree, two of us disagree. There's not really a way to balance that out in the ways of the normal rules, but nonetheless, the most voted is the one chosen. So starting off, I'm going to go down the list. So it's going to be completely out of order. Is there something you want to say?
No, I was just doing the bum bum bum.
Oh,
far away with the
I should
skin.
have got the soundboard ready.
All right. So I'm not going to be going in order of release because that's way too much effort for me to do right now. So I just have these all that I've been pasting in as the season has progressed, and a lot of them are in alphabetical. Some of them are not. A lot of them it's all over the place. But we're going to be starting off with the Level Up Quest Pack, Wastelander Dummy. I'm going to say right now that on paper, seeing it in concept form, I was like, okay, this is cool. I can see this being a very low-priced outfit. Nothing special. I don't know how I feel about it being tied to a Level Up Quest Pack. I feel like there could have been a different one chosen for that specifically. Maybe Signal even would have been a better option for that. But nonetheless, I don't consider this one a terrible one. I think it's very fitting for the theme, but I can't put it at higher than a B for myself.
Yeah, not higher than a B. I totally agree.
Yeah.
It did look good on the surveys though, because obviously it was leaked before this season even started, or like just on the surveys, everybody knew about. Because from the NPC dialogue of Dummy, it was like called Axel or something, wasn't it? Like
That ended up being the Peabody, I think, didn't it?
Did it? Oh,
think-
well.
I
think
guess
one
so.
of the
Yeah.
Peabody's heads was called Axel. But yeah,
I honestly would say C. Personally.
yeah, I'd say C to be honest.
Honestly, I'm
the
in
only
agreement.
redeeming thing I thought the edit style was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think the one thing that redeems it for me is the fact that it's very fitting for the theme, and I like how a lot of the skins this season have been fitting for that theme. Obviously, there have been a couple that are like, oh, why? Why do we need this right now? But this one, I think that was the only redeeming quality for me, was the fact that it was themed after the season it released in. But besides that, it's so similar to the original. Even all the cosmetics are so similar. but
Yeah.
I am fully in agreement with this one being a C. So plop him right there. And as we progress through this, it's kind of like a full refresh for me for when I have to do this the next season, so I just delete them as I go.
Fair enough.
Up next, wasn't planning to talk about these because I didn't know that they were actually going to be coming out, but according to the day that we're recording this, they're releasing tonight in the item shop, supposedly. These just got announced at the D23 Expo. These are Moff Gideon and IG-11 Star Wars skins from the Mandalorian series.
I'm gonna instantly put. Are we putting these as a collective, as the two?
We can vote separately. So I'll start off.
I'm putting Moff Gideon at S just because Gus Fring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely think that Moff Gideon is really cool. Not only because it's Giancarlo Esposito as himself in Fortnite, but it's also, we get to have multiple edit styles of this character too. We've got him without the helmet, and we've got him with the helmet. I don't know what the cosmetic set is like. That is the only thing, because we haven't seen everything. It's still currently decrypted or encrypted at the time of recording this. But nonetheless, this is probably one of my favorite looking characters in the entirety of Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
So
I would imagine he'd probably have like a darksaber pickaxe. Actually, no, I probably wouldn't, because Fortnite would never add a lightsaber pickaxe.
oh, you never know. It could be a darksaber. That might be the one exception they actually make.
Yeah, 'cause I suppose it doesn't fall under the same rules, I suppose, as a lightsaber.
I think the only reason they had those lightsaber rules is because they were using them as weapons. But with the upcoming season in the Captain America shield, I don't know if they're going to be keeping that rule anymore.
Well, we have like, how many Captain America shields do we have in the game? I think we already have 2. I think.
Yep.
Or as
We will
pickaxes.
find out, boy.
I'm about to have another. But anyways, Gus Fring, we'll call him for now. You guys collective on an S?
Oh yeah.
All right. I'm okay with that. Now, IG-11.
I actually like the design of it. I can see it being kind of used by Sweats though, because of how like skinny it is.
Yeah, I can see that. I do like the fact that I don't know if it comes with this particular character, if it's sold separately. I would imagine it's sold separately. But the fact that you can also have Grogu on your back as if it's like the normal mechanic or mechanized machine just walking around with him, carrying him.
I think that's good, because obviously like it kind of gives everybody a chance to get Grogu as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was locked to the chapter 2 season 5.
Yes.
Yeah, the child. It was, what was it? The child little baby Yoda thing.
The 0 point season.
Yeah, it was like level 100, I think, to get the baby Yoda.
Yeah, because it was like yeah. I'd put down. I'd reckon an A.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'd say A.
I definitely think that it's one of the
not
better
S tier, but I'd
designs.
say A.
We don't have a lot of droid skins from Star Wars as
Not
well.
quite
So
Gus Fring.
Wasn't this the first droid skin?
potentially, let me check.
Because with C-3PO was a back bling.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we don't have any other droids. It's the first droid.
Even better. All right. There we go. Collective on that. I like to see it. Up next, we have the Inferno Island Rocket Racing Pack coming with a new character called Cinder.
Yes. I don't know.
I have to say,
I haven't even seen this skin before. That's why I gave that. Ooh, I didn't even know.
I got the pack, but I only got the pack for the car.
I'd say C. There's nothing too unique to this skin.
The edit style is, like, washes it out as well. It doesn't get the flair that it has with like the lava style. It's like more of a casual edit style they unlock later on.
Yeah, like how many skins are we gonna have to see with flames? You know, like.
Yeah, I feel like it's been kind of overdone. Yeah, no, I reckon a C.
Okay. I was thinking more of a B for this one, but that's mainly because, once again, ties into this season. It also, at the same time, ties into Inferno Island and Rocket Racing in particular, because both, they have their own theme, but they're also so similar to each other that it flows very well with the timing of the release. I do like the way that her hair looks because it does have kind of like that lava fiery wave on just that one part of her hair and at the tips.
Worm.
I can't see that now.
Yeah, now I can't unsee it. So
big gummy worm. Honestly, I mean, I'm still saying like C or B. What are you guys thinking?
I'm thinking
more in the C.
Yeah, I was thinking a B, but like I said, whatever the final rating is, we go with whatever's most voted. So,
yeah, C.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not worthy of a B. I don't even think.
All right.
B's in the clear.
I can kind of agree in some cases because if you think about it, these racing packs are one of the more expensive things in this game, aren't they?
Yeah,
I mean,
I enjoy the mode. I buy all the racing packs, but I think I mainly buy it for the car more than that because I do play a whole lot of Rocket Racing. So
yeah, racing fans, let's go. Speaking of fire, Joey Caliente. Spicy.
What's below D?
You really hate him that much?
I hate that skin so much.
Dang.
Wow.
No, it is unique and it kind of
E.
fits in the vibe of the season as well. But it didn't click for me.
Bro is going E.
I can agree that this one isn't quite exactly what I thought it would be, but I don't think that it's that low in my rating. I would honestly put Joey Caliente at a B because this one for me is like, it's one of those hilarious meme skins that Fortnite is most known for doing. And I feel like this was probably the best way they could have done a hot pepper. Like
definitely.
Sorry, when you put it that way, I'll probably go for a B. I think I was being a bit too
after
harsh.
all, it's red like B, so it seems good to me.
There you go. Also, I'm a little confused. I still don't know to this day. Is that ketchup and mustard on the belt?
Donald Mustard.
He's back.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it definitely is.
That's the one thing that I don't understand. But... I mean, I could see if it's like barbecue sauce or hot sauce or something, but it looks like ketchup and mustard, and that kind of confuses me, like how that even ties in. Because I don't think I've ever seen anybody put ketchup and mustard on a pepper. That's a little weird.
Yeah, not a combo I'm fond of.
But, all right. Well, B for Joey Caliente. Up next, the Wish.com version of the shark from Suicide Squad, Safety First Steve.
Safe fella.
I'm going to say B as well for him.
I would have said B. I mean, they released at the same time, didn't they?
I think they were close enough to the same time.
They were
summer event
within days of each other, I think.
Yeah.
I know. I thought it was cool because obviously, like, I mainly that was what I thought of it when I first seen it. I was like, oh, we finally have King Shark sort of in Fortnite. So I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, this will do for the time being because it doesn't seem like we're getting any more DC collabs.
Yeah, I agree.
I do.
B.
I can agree with B no matter what. But I do have one thing to say about this. I definitely think this should have been either released sooner with more actual summer related things, like for example, No Sweat Summer, or maybe even later on in an actual full-fledged summer event. Putting this in when you have like a wasteland and all of these high-tech cars and everything, that didn't really seem right for me.
It was a bit random, but at the same time, I think it was more just seasonal fitting more than anything.
Yeah.
Just because, it's summertime now, so we might as well release this with, even though our summer event isn't really like a summer event, it's just like...
It was literally just play your heart out until you can't play anymore. That didn't feel very summer-like. But I am in agreement. Safety versus Steve at a B. I almost dropped him at A for a second there. Whoops.
B because he's a good boy.
Yes. So, I'm going to drop all of these next few ones on the screen. at the same time, but we can talk about them together, or we could talk about them by themselves. It is ultimately up to you guys. This is every Pirates of the Caribbean skin. We've got Cursed Jack Sparrow.
I'm putting those A. A instantly.
Elizabeth Swann and Davy Jones.
I do kind of like all of them. I'm not gonna lie.
I love the movies. Those movies like were my childhood. I was hyped for that whole collab as a whole. So highly gonna put that up at an A.
Yeah, I'd say A. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
I have one thing that I would put higher than an A out of all of these, and it's specifically Davy Jones, because the detail that was put into this skin to make him look almost precisely as he did in the movie is amazing. You can see this, like, you can't really see the sliminess on his tentacles, but you can see all of the textures on all the clothing, on his tentacles himself, the claw, all of it is just
I'm looking at it right
detailed.
now. I thought that it was cool what they did with the jacket, where they had like, he wasn't actually wearing like what his crab arm.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't actually like wearing that part of the jacket over the top. I thought that was kind of cool. Like it was like kind of just made the skin a bit more unique.
Mm-hmm. But I'm full agreement with everything being an A, but I personally would put Davy Jones at an S.
You know, I can agree with that.
Yeah, I can agree.
Because that skin is pretty.
It's definitely a standout one from all of the Pirates of the Caribbean ones.
Oh yeah,
Davy Jones.
I just wish we had like the likes of Salazar and all of the other guys from the other movies.
Hey, you never know. It's entirely possible. I mean, look at Dragon Ball. We come back to those every now and again and keep adding more and more. So, who's to say we won't get Blackbeard or Salazar or something like that in the future? But
yeah, perhaps.
And I do have to say, in some cases, I like the route that they took with the characters that actually show their faces. Like Davy Jones, obviously, in game still, it does look a little bit like Bill Nye. But all these other characters, they have like their own unique look to them, and they look faintly similar to the actors, but they don't look exactly like the actors. So they're not...
A lot easier to do that with obviously with a character who's completely CGI.
Yeah. But it also avoids controversy, since that's a topic that this season is most known for. Controversy specifically with Johnny Depp and all of that going on. A lot of Disney, and probably Epic at this point, they don't want to associate with that, and they don't want to, in the future, associate with people who they know are going to have those problems. They're obviously...
It completely rules out a mirror skin, I suppose.
Yeah, probably. But you never know. You never know what they're going to do. But up next on the list, we have... I'm gonna put these all up on the screen and probably say all of these as one, because technically all of these skins do look exactly the same, apart from just like the base model. We've got the Chill Challenger, I've got them all scattered around here.
Oh yeah, they're more or less the same, just different face model.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even put them all in. I just put the one. Basically, the Adidas skins. The Adidas skins, they all have multiple styles, and it changes the look of all of them completely, each style that you have. Obviously, they keep the same dress up, Adidas wear and stuff like that. But streetwear, that's the word I was thinking of. They keep the same streetwear, but they change up the head and the way that the face model looks sometimes. That I thought was pretty cool. But again, the fact that it's multiple skins that don't really have much of a difference between them, I'm not really too keen on the fact that you can just get the same skin over and over and over again. I probably would put the Adidas collaboration at a B.
Yeah, I probably agree, because I didn't actually wear the skins at all, I think.
Yeah, I haven't worn them, so I would do that.
Yeah. I think if maybe they went the route of each skin has a different look rather than using those selective styles, then maybe we can pick apart and kind of figure out which one looks better. But the fact that all of them are basically just basic default models with streetwear and they can all look the same, why not just sell one outfit at that point?
You've kind of seen like that kind of thing a lot of times with these really highly customizable skins. They just kind of just sell different face models with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably one of the things that Fortnite should strengthen in the future, but we'll see if that happens or not. Obviously, if they keep doing it, there's probably some really good business opportunities that come of it. You never know. Up next, I'm going to get this one out of the way. This is the FNCS version of Sparkplug. I mean, it's nothing new here. We've already seen Sparkplug. This particular skin, I'm not going to lie, when it released, I'm like, didn't we already have this? It felt like we already had this version for the FNCS. I can agree because it's full-fledged reskin for me. It doesn't really feel worth it.
And as well as that, I mean, it just nothing annoys me more when you're playing, especially Reload, when you're just getting cranked on by someone wearing a spark plug.
Yep.
It just made me hate this skin even more.
Yep. And one thing that I don't really care for when it comes to these characters is the fact that they're just, it doesn't feel like anything FNCS we have is ever unique. I think there was
it's
maybe
just it's always the sweatiest skin in the comp community.
Exactly. I feel like if they went the full route of trying to create an actual legitimate new fresh design for competitive, maybe people will actually enjoy something like that. But the only good thing about this is the fact that Sparkplug is actually a kind of like a lower price. I think it's like 800 now. Sparkplug itself is 1200. So it is an easier way to get the skin. But is that really good for casual players? I don't know. This next one I wasn't going to include because I originally thought it was part of the upcoming season's starter packs, but this one actually has completely different shop assets with it. So I'm putting it in here because it might release. We ultimately don't know. Signal.
I really like him.
This is awesome.
It's at least an A. I'm thinking about S though, to be honest.
I really like him. I don't know, like it's not overly designed, but it's just like it's unique still. I remember seeing it in the survey. I was like, oh, I like that skin.
I'm a little bit biased on this one, and there is a reason for it. When, like, well before the survey that included this character came out, I was coming up with designs, trying to think of different designs that I could make. And one of them was a boombox headed character. I was like, oh man, I want to come up with like some DJ character where it's like Radiohead or something like that.
That's what I was calling the skin, Radiohead.
Yeah.
I was like, wait.
I really wanted to create something like that. And I was bringing that up to my friend and he's like, we already have that in a survey. I'm like, no, it's already in a survey. Damn. But then I looked at it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's exactly what I would have designed. I mean, it's not, I wouldn't have designed it with a wasteland theme like this one is, but it's close. And that's why I'm a little biased because I love it. I love this design. This is one of the designs that I wanted in this game.
Yeah, I like it. It's cool.
I'd personally put it in an S, but feel free to disagree with me.
Wait, what did you say, Straw?
I said S.
Yeah, I'd give it.
Yeah, no, I'll give it an S. I'm waiting for this one to release.
I'm hoping that it releases at the end of the season.
I'd imagine I feel like it will, just because of the theme and of it as well. It'd be a bit weird if they just kind of dropped it.
It looks like proper wasteland, so
yeah. I'm imagining like probably
there's still a few days left as well.
Yeah, probably the day before or the day of. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Not tonight's shop, but like the night after or something.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. It could be like one of those things where it's set to release, but they didn't release it. So then with the next shop reset with the new season, they just drop it in the shop for no reason. The same thing happened a couple seasons ago with that raccoon trash character. Like they just dropped him in the new item shop the day of the new season. And he was themed for the prior one. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But up next, the one that never backs down, Nick A30.
I actually really like that one. I thought he was one of the better Icon series skins.
Yeah, I mean, it just screams Nick A30 as soon as you see him. Like a lot of the other icon skins, sometimes you got to take a second look, but no.
Yeah.
I'd say A. Nick
Yeah.
A30.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that. Even well
Yeah.
before that pun, I can agree with that. I think the whole cosmetic set, not just the skin, but the entire cosmetic set was so perfect for him. Like, it is every single thing that you could think of with Nick A30 in cosmetic form. It's just perfect representation of him. And the fact that there's a music pack, while the music pack may be a little bit cringy,
Oh yeah.
it's still it's right up his alley. It is exactly what I thought he would do. So, you guys said A for this one?
Yeah.
Okay. I am in agreement. All right. Up next, one of the Fortnite crew skins this season. Probably one of the only Fortnite crew skins that made absolutely no sense. Jing. Don't see how this is Wasteland themed, but I think it's cool. I think this probably...
I like the second edit style for it, but at the same time, it didn't feel fitting at all for the season, and I don't think I'll ever wear it again.
I think this would have been perfectly timed if we were going into a samurai season.
Yeah.
Or if this had released during Fortnite Mega. But the fact that this is during the Wastelander season, not sure I understand that.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that one.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Fortnite crew skins don't really hit the same anymore.
The biggest thing that they need to start doing with Fortnite crew skins, we need to stop having the same edit styles. Give us something different for the monthly edit styles, and then more people will actually be wanting to purchase those Fortnite crew packs. Like, why do we need a Galaxy skin every 6 months? That doesn't make any sense.
That's facts.
I mean, maybe Galaxy on some of them. I think Galaxy, specifically on Ares, was amazing. That is a great design. But when it comes to this, we don't need a Galaxy Jing.
Even if they mix it up every now and again, and we're instead of Galaxy, we're gonna just slap one of the old super level styles onto it.
Yeah.
Like a crew skin, obviously we've had so many different crew styles, from the hollow foil and all that. They could have just hollow foiled some of the skins even, or something like that.
Yeah. Now, regardless of the fact that this is probably one of the weaker Fortnite crew packs, specifically because Fortnite crew is supposed to feel special, and this really just felt like a filler pack more than anything.
Yeah.
I still, regardless, think that this skin is worthy of a B, because it is a brand new design. It is nothing like what we have seen. It's kind of similar to maybe one skin that exists, but even then, I mean, this is probably the most, besides Shogun, one of the most samurai-looking skins that wasn't full-fledged samurai.
Yeah.
But
it's like a soldier hybrid with a samurai kind of thing.
Yeah. Actually, now that I think of it, I guess you can consider this guy kind of like a Wastelander in a way, because he looks like he's scrounged together some random resources, like maybe in the fossil on his shoulder pad there.
I would still say C. I mean, what would be you guys thinking?
I think the second.
What's that?
I think second.
The second style for it was a lot better.
Oh.
But I probably I think I'm gonna go with C.
Okay. Well, majority vote. All right. Up next on the list, we've got Carrie. This is the Save the World starter pack for this season. This is interesting. I feel like Save the World starter packs lately,
they're all the same, kind of, I feel.
Yeah, they all follow the same theme of constructors in Save the World. And as a matter of fact, we're about to have another one. Scrapper Kyle is going to be the upcoming Save the World starter pack. Again, it feels like a constructor. It feels like someone who's trying to build stuff together. I feel like for more Save the World packs in the future, we should actually start bringing some of the characters from Save the World into Fortnite Battle Royale. We still have so many characters in Save the World that have not come to the game yet. Like Dennis.
I kind of preferred it when we had like random, like it didn't really have to fit in with Save the World. Like I remember there was one guy who came out, I think like in chapter 4, and he was wearing streetwear and he had a hat on, and like, do you know the guy I'm talking about? I can't actually remember his name. He was like a robot, but he was real slim and he was wearing streetwear and he had a big pair of shorts on.
Oh man, I very faintly remember that.
It was. I thought that was like the last good Save the World pack. They all kind of just fit in. Like now, they all kind of just look the same. Like obviously, the construction kind of style to them.
Yeah.
But I think that I just haven't really been like vibing with it, to be honest.
I don't mind having characters that have nothing to do with Save the World, but I do like the variety. And I again, like I said, I do think that there are some Save the World characters that deserve time to shine in the Fortnite item shop, like Dennis, the major fork knife there, where he's got the literal Captain Hook hand with a fork and a knife on it. I feel like characters like that should be in this game, because they are the building block of what Fortnite became. They are the original characters, and yet we still can't use them in this current game. It doesn't feel right to me. But Carry specifically as a Save the World pack, this is by far one of the weaker ones, because it seems so familiar to stuff we've had in the past.
Yeah.
I don't think it's terrible. I do like the color choice. I do like the design, and I do like some of the cosmetics that comes with it, but I don't think I can put it higher than a C.
It reminds me of the free Lego skins we got.
Yeah, it literally is exactly the same thing, just more armor. But I'm putting it at a C. Feel free to put it wherever you guys
I'd
like.
agree with C.
I'll agree with C, yeah.
I don't think it's quite D, it's C.
Okay. All right. Up next, we have Tatsuo, another starter pack. This was actually the seasonal starter pack for this season, which, again, how is this Wasteland?
Oh yeah, I didn't like this skin at all.
I don't understand this one being a starter pack skin. This probably could have just been like standard item shop, or maybe even like I said, wait until you put it into the game with Samurai season or something like that. This one didn't seem very proper to add right now. And again, this character, it seems very familiar. I
feel like we have a skin that looks like it already.
I can't pinpoint what character it looks like, but I know for a fact there's another character in this game that looks very similar to this, and it feels like a rehash in a way.
I'm gonna put this one at a D.
Yeah, I really don't think it brings anything unique that we haven't already seen.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Oh, did I not even put this in the file? I don't think I did. Oh, no, I did. There we go.
Me pointing at the screen thinking you're going to know what
no, it's right there. All right. Up next, we have... Oh, crap. I just switched layers. Up next, we have the face of the wrecked season himself, Megalodon.
S.
Yeah, I can agree.
I liked him.
This is amazing. This was a crazy good character.
It's also kind of felt like Fortnite's answer to like getting another DC character in, because he kind of just gave me Bane vibes.
Yeah. This...
And his styles look so good, like all the super styles with him as well look so good when you had the Nitro style gun on.
Yeah. The one thing I'm very happy about that they didn't do is they didn't turn this into a variant of Gunner. They didn't try to signify that this was that same character. They actually fully established this guy as the Lord of the Wasteland. He's completely different. He's just hopped up on Nitro and ready to burn the world.
I'm still convinced Gunner fell off.
Facts.
After chapter 3.
Yeah. But amazing skin. Probably one of the top tier battle pass skins we've ever had at tier 100.
And he was bulky too, and like, I mean, I think a lot of people still liked him regardless of how bulky he wasn't. Normally bulky skins, not a lot of people tend to use them or like them.
Yeah. I've always been a kind of person that uses a character solely because it looks cool. I don't care whether it's bulky or thin. But
yeah,
I have seen so many people that play this game that never use bulky skins. Like, I knew somebody that only used female skins. And then he got this one. He's like, oh, this guy looks amazing. I'm like, wow, that's a hell of a surprise coming from you.
Mm-hmm.
But that's cool. It's cool. Up next, we have Drakensteel Rider, someone who had a prominent look in the Battle Pass trailer, yet it was very forgettable after 1 week.
I actually really like this skin. I used it a lot over the season. Probably because I actually played. I was trying to grind out all the ranks to get all the styles from. I just couldn't get past Diamond, but I actually really like this one. I'll
say a B.
Yeah, I'd say a B as well.
Yeah, I don't think this one's bad by any means. This one was really good. I mean, I especially like the fact that this one has color changes, right? I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, I do like the fact that there's different color changes and you don't have to use red. But I feel like this is that perfect Wastelander biker type design that we needed for this season. I do wish that Drakensteel Rider was part of the Battle Pass instead of Bright Raider, but nonetheless, I'm still glad that they released it. I'm still glad that it's a character in the game. But might as well just talk about her while we're there. Bright Raider.
Wait, this is a
like this
looking skin.
I thought the only thing I didn't that kind of let it down for me was like we got like a Bright Bomber reskin like 2 weeks before the season came out.
Yeah,
that one Lego, that one Lego one. I can't remember
the Bright
the
Agent.
name of that one. Yeah, they were like very similar, but I did think that this one was better. Especially, I like the super styles on her as well.
I definitely think it was cool to have a Wastelander version of this character, but again, I think Drakensteel Rider would have been so much better in the Battle Pass instead of her. I don't know. I guess I can understand they want to give her away at a lower price because maybe it wouldn't sell that well, but
I suppose that's probably cause as well, because normally I can't even talk. Normally battle passes are like balanced out with like 4 females, 4 males.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
So where do we locate, boys?
This one for me, I don't know. I'm having a tough time trying to decide between B and C.
I'm gonna say
I would
B.
say C. Oh, okay. B, C. Yeah, it's worth a B. I would say so. Middle.
Yeah. I'm piecing together some like last minute looks at the design choices, and it's just like I do like how it's designed. I myself don't really care for the fact that we have the same exact characters every time.
I think they're just like, obviously, like a lot when people think of Fortnite, I think like Bright Bomber and Peely are like the go-to people you kind of picture in your head when you think Fortnite. So it's like maybe they had an idea that maybe like, okay, maybe this, like obviously season 3s are infamous for not really being great, and they're like, okay, let's put an iconic character on this. So it's kind of like,
yeah,
you know,
I guess that's right. But up next, this one, I'm just going to straight up say this. I cannot see this one being any higher than a D. Rosy Rift Goddess Ariana.
Yeah, no, D.
The only reason, and it's not because I hate Ariana Grande's skins.
It was just
just
a color swap.
It's literally the same skin that we had years ago, just pink. There's no point. I just don't get it.
Yeah, it was a bit pointless to be a whole new skin. It just be so weird about how they do it. It's like, oh, like sometimes a new edits or a new color variant is like, okay, here's an edit style for the previous one we had, but then sometimes it's like, okay, this is a new skin, but it's like the exact same thing as the other one, just color change. I don't know. It's so weird. I wonder how they like decide that.
I feel like if they went the route of like creating a goddess Ariana themed around rifts and flowers, maybe that would have been better. But the fact that it's just the color is it. That's the only thing. I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm not a
It's very
fan.
identical to the other one.
Yeah.
It's just like a style, isn't it? It's not really.
Yeah, it's basically just if you took the alternate style and just said, "Yep, throwing it in the not battle pass, the item shop." Which another
in the
thing,
battle pass. I think people would have something to say about that.
yeah, no, oh my god. Speaking of the fact that they're going to be selling alternate styles for characters in the item shop now going forward, I don't know how I feel about that.
It makes me kind of think that they're gonna eventually like try and condense skins down. So it's like, okay, like you have like 20 different versions of Jonesy in your locker. Let's just condense them into one outfit, and then all of the outfits are edit styles, kind of thing. I think that'll probably like a good way of like tidying up the locker a bit.
Yeah, no, I guess I can see that. Yeah,
They're planning on selling edit styles into the shop.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on to the next thing. This was probably one of the biggest collaborations for me that came to Fortnite this season, and it was one that a lot of people, we were waiting for this as the make or break it moment of finding out whether that roadmap was actually true. We have the entire band of Metallica. I cannot believe this.
It was. I wasn't really familiar with a whole lot of Metallica's music before this. Like I only knew Master of Puppets from Stranger Things, but I did think like obviously I play a whole lot of Fortnite Festival as well. And no Friendly does.
Oh
And
yeah. It's
like
literally
playing some of
when you're
those
on
songs
your
were
own
really good.
Festival.
Yeah, and like playing those songs were really good as well because those songs were like some of them I feel were like 6 to 8 minutes long.
Yep. This was by
And
far my favorite Fortnite Festival season of all time.
yeah, no, it was good, especially for the festival pass. Like I had the 4 outfits in it as well, rather than just like here's a new instrument, here's an instrument, here's an instrument, and then the final reward is a skin or something like that. Obviously, it fit more to obviously have 4 outfits because it's a band, but yeah, I thought it was like it worked a little bit better.
Yeah. And it kind of gives us an introduction to how they're going to do that with bands in the future too. Like if there's more than one person, now we can say, okay, let's say there's 10 rewards in a track of Fortnite Festival, but there's 10 band members. The entirety of the free pass can be just the cosmetics themed around it, and then the entirety of the premium pass is all of the band members. Like that's the kind of stuff that I'm excited for in the future. And this Metallica is one of the bands that I grew up listening to as a kid. So to actually see all of them come to one of my favorite games right now and be playable characters and have their music be playable just like the Guitar Hero days, this is amazing for me. I myself cannot put this lower than an S because it's so amazing to see this part of my life be brought into a future part of my life.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's had a big impact, like you said. So the roadmap confirmation, Metallica's just overall very well known. Everybody already guessed a lot of the songs come in, and
The
it's
only
like
thing
they're
is,
grouped together. So S tier, yeah, I can see that.
yeah, I'd give it the S here, but I think the item shops ones were so much better. Still,
Yeah, okay. I kind of think, I don't know.
I mean, I thought it was cool. Obviously, we got the casual fits, like just casual Metallica, and then you had like Master of Puppets Metallica. It was just like,
Yeah, I honestly, I think they're all good, but
yeah. To be fair, I'd probably put them all to the one
yeah,
into the S, to be honest, including.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna do this to help make it a little bit more helpful here. Oh, why is this not? Come on. I want all of them. Merge. There we go. We said S for this?
Yep.
This is for the Puppet
Yeah.
Master specifically, but...
Yeah, I would have said so.
Okay. And then I will bring these guys closer together as well. And merge. And there we go. Now I can get rid of a ton of different things on the side. I also had Champion Spark Plug on there still. Apparently I did that twice. All right. Up next is another one of the Fortnite crew packs. This was Persephone. This is the last and final thing that we had from Myths and Mortals. It was kind of like the final continuation, the final conclusion of that story where the last of the gods have fled and she came back for Cerberus herself. So we finally got to see her. I will be honest. I think Persephone should have been part of the Myths and Mortals season itself instead. But I don't know.
I didn't think she had enough going for it to, like, I was like, you know, considering how good Hades was,
Yeah.
she just, like, didn't really live up to Hades.
Yeah. Well, then again, if you think about it in terms of mythology too, Hades was always the big bad, the all-powerful, and Persephone was just kind of like this one goddess that was there to kind of keep him calm. She wasn't really all-powerful herself. But I don't know. I don't dislike the character. I understand why they chose the design that they did because they want to appeal to a younger demographic. But
Facts.
I don't know. I feel like this one for me, it's not higher than a B in my opinion, but I would have much rather preferred something else from Greek mythology to conclude that story instead of Persephone. I mean,
Hephaestus.
Hephaestus. We could have had Hephaestus. There was a character in the concept art that I could have sworn was going to be Hephaestus, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!"
Sick. And they were working on a hammer thing, but never came.
Yeah, like there's so many things that they should have done with the Myths and Mortals season that would have made it even better, but they just didn't do it. They didn't do the Three Sisters of Fate. They didn't do Hephaestus. They didn't do Hermes. I don't get it. I don't get it
we'll
at all.
just get I feel like we'll get drip fed them over the next year or so.
Yeah.
Like we might get one
I do hope that we get back to Greek mythology in some way and still keep bringing them in, but it's the likelihood of it now. It really pains me to see that they didn't take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, B, are we in agreement?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think B. Okay. Up next, the meme character of the century, Lethal Company's The Employee.
Oh, I loved it. The emo lives rent free in my head. The music from it.
This, if we could take absolutely any collaboration from any game just with this year specifically, the employee from Lethal Company was the best choice they could have made. The only thing that I think kind of sucks in a way is the fact that it takes them so long to get these skins made. They definitely saw the popularity of Lethal Company and were like, we got to get on this right now. But the fact that it took so long for it to come to the game was kind of like, there's nothing you can really do. And it was kind of unfortunate timing that they couldn't add it sooner. But still, the fact that they did it and the fact that they still keep bringing it back when things are prominent with the game again, I do really like that. This was an S tier collaboration for me for sure.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I wouldn't say S, I'd say A, but I'll roll with S. I mean, it's more nearing toward S than it is B, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Well, I mean, if you want to keep yours at an A too, I mean, majority vote, you can vote whatever you want. You don't have to agree with everybody. It's ultimately how you feel about things.
Yeah, I mean, whoa, voice break. But, I mean, I would have said A personally, but like I say, I can smidge toward an S.
Yeah. All right. Up next, we have, I'm going to put all three of them up, but we can talk about them together or we can talk about them separately. I would imagine you guys would probably talk about them separately, but we'll see. Cyclops, Colossus, and Jubilee.
S.
Yeah, S.
This was the perfect way to segue into a Marvel season because this gets us hyped for some of the most prominent X-Men in the entirety of Marvel. And not only that, I mean, they're in the trailer, they're in the shop a week before the new season. Everybody's going to have a chance to get them both now and when the new season drops. It's just this, oh my God. And they did it so well. They are all the comic versions.
Yeah,
There's no Fortnite designs with them at all. It's just straight up comic. And that's amazing.
I just got off watching X-Men 97 as well. And I was just like,
it's like straight ripping them from X-Men 97. It's amazing.
Yeah. It was, no, I love this club.
Oh yeah. S 100%. I cannot wait until next season because I don't know.
The only ones I just want Beast and Nightcrawler.
Yeah. No, I think if there's any Marvel character that I would love to see in this game, it's probably Kang. But I want the comic version of Kang.
Yeah, no, I reckon if we do ever get Kang, it's going to be the comic version.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Too controversial.
I mean, you never know. It could be a situation where Doom is the big bad and he's the forefront of this season. But maybe there's something else. Maybe even Dormammu. I would love to see that. We've got a comic version of Dormammu.
That would be pretty good. I think though, obviously, like the whole controversy with Kang, like even Disney completely shifting the movie away from Kang to make it Doomsday.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I think they probably want to be like, no, like don't bring Kang up. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing though with that too, I feel like it's obvious with Secret Wars they were going to have to do Doom. You cannot have Secret Wars without Doom because how else are you going to have Battleworld? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But Kang was just kind of like a segue into that, but then you're not establishing Doctor Doom enough. So either way, I don't think Kang would have got that huge break as a movie anyways.
Yeah, I think we just like obviously, well, I'll completely unrate the Fortnite, but we just need a bit more Doom in the next few movies before the next Avengers.
Yeah, but I'm happy. I'm happy with this. X-Men's amazing. Beast, probably a new version of Mystique would be cool, but I highly doubt we're gonna get that.
They could have the blue bundle: Beast, Nightcrawler, and new Mystique.
Oh my God, that would be nice.
That would be cool.
They also probably could do what's her name, Kitty Pryde.
That's actually partially Beast is like one of the reasons why I went with Blue Monkey as my logo.
Oh wow, cool knowledge to know. Maybe I'll have to get you on next podcast for Marvel. We'll have to see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he knows a lot about Marvel.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking next season I'm gonna go full-fledged people who know Marvel. So if you're interested for next season, maybe I can bring you on. I'm gonna see if I can get FN Assist as well because I've had him before. I might get him again because I know he's big on Marvel too.
Oh yeah, no, you should. But, yeah, like Friendly would tell you. Friendly would tell you about the stuff I buy that's Marvel.
Oh my God, the amount of figures he has, like.
Dude, you will not believe how many times I've rewatched everything from the MCU.
In order to Endgame, and then like.
Yeah, I've watched from beginning to end, and that's including the Netflix shows that are now canon. All of it, beginning to end. I've watched that at least like 10 times in the last 2 years.
I've only just got done with the whole marathon, starting from Blade 1.
Oh, jeez. I still haven't watched the original Blade movies. I got to do that.
Oh, my God. You need to. They're so good. Except for the third one. But yeah, those were good.
Yeah. But anyways, moving on to this. We'll keep talking about Marvel because we do have a couple more in here. Deadpool and Wolverine, the pen and ink versions. I think Deadpool. I think Deadpool is an S. It is honestly a better design in my eyes for Deadpool than the original one we got in Chapter 2.
100% agreed.
Wolverine, on the other hand, I
actually really like this Wolverine. Like I thought he was so much better than the one we had in the battle pass before.
I really want to say S for him. I do, but for some reason, those.
There's
I'm just gonna say job handles. You know, they just
Yep.
look a little. I don't
What's the
know.
wind resistance like?
Yeah, they just
But
that's the only thing that kind of like is like whoa.
I think
without
the
I
one
look
thing
at
that
it, but-
annoys me about this skin is that the cowl is blue, and I'm pretty sure in the movie it's black.
Well, I don't even think that they were going for Deadpool and Wolverine movie specific variants. I think they were going comic.
I think like I think I don't know. Maybe they wanted to change up Wolverine because I think Wolverine is like the collab that has the most reskins. Well, other like he's the collaboration skin that has the most reskins.
Yeah.
Because I think like he's overtaken. I think what like technically we're getting like a fifth Wolverine now with Peelverine.
Yeah. Yeah, we are. Damn. Oh my god.
That's crazy.
And I
then they've
did
already done the the Deadpool Peely as well.
Yeah, I
Dead
imagine that's
Peel.
gonna be
Yep.
I imagine that's gonna be like an edit style for Peelverine next season.
Yeah,
That'd be
like, as a
nice.
I feel
bonus
like they
reward.
can't just like rehash absolutely everything, you know.
but
Yeah, I
I'm
reckon that'll
just
be a bonus reward or something.
I'm just gonna bring him in anyways as we're talking about him. We've got Weapon X version of Logan too that we got to talk about for this season. But I mean,
I like the Weapon X. Like obviously, like I love that story and stuff, but I think skin wise, his hair was just too big.
yeah, I can agree with that. I think the Weapon X version of Logan, for me, the one I would have loved to see is, well, I'm not going to say too much, but the one that we just recently saw, you know, with like the arm that is it's kind of like cut off and he's got like the metal piece at the end, but he's wearing like the 90s Grease outfit. That's the original Weapon X. That's the kind of skin that I would have loved to have in Fortnite. But
I'd love if we got a comic accurate Short King.
yep, that'd be cool. Obviously, at this rate, put him in a mech, just an adamantium mech. Oh my god!
Oh.
But I think for all three of these, I'm gonna say Deadpool at an S. I can agree with that.
I'd reckon the Wolverine pen and ink is S for me, and then I'd put X or Weapon X, sorry, in A, just because the hair was just a bit too much. Like obviously I didn't know what they were going for, but the hair was just yeah. Couldn't unsee it.
What about you,
I
Friendly?
agree. No, I completely agree. Like,
Okay.
obviously the hair and stuff. I don't know. I'm just not. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not as much of a fan.
All right. So A for Weapon X and S for both DP and Wolvie.
Here,
All right.
Yeah.
We're nearing the end. Surprising,
of it?
considering we've only got was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more things to talk about. Wow. This is probably one of the shorter ones. I don't think
Yeah.
podcasts have ever taken this short of a time. Especially since the next ones that we're talking about are 3 of them all together. Android 18, Android 17, and Trunks from Dragon Ball.
I liked Trunks more than the androids. I never liked the androids even in the show because like I watched a good bit of Dragon Ball. But Trunks is definitely above the androids. I just struggling to think of where.
I feel like a lot of Dragon Ball fans are going to hate me for saying this, but I don't know a damn thing about any of these characters. But I am fully in agreement with you that Trunks is the better looking one of all 3 of them.
I think it's just the haircuts. I can't take those haircuts serious. Even in the show, I just couldn't take them serious.
Yeah, I personally think that Trunks is worthy of a B and the androids are C.
I'd say Android C, Trunks A.
What do you think, Friendly?
I Honestly, I would have put them all in a B.
Hmm.
I just not too much of a fan of them.
Interesting. So this is actually... Oh, actually, no. Never mind. I was going to say one of the rules has come up from like how to distinguish, but I remember now that I put Trunks at a B as well. Okay. So the lowest rating for the androids between all of us right now is C, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, the androids are doo-doo.
Okay. That's Trunks. Okay. So they are taken care of. Trunks, I said B. Friendly, you said B.
Yep.
And he said A. All right, so the majority vote would be B then. Okay.
Oh, Rush is salty.
Well,
I'm
the whole
fuming.
point the whole point here is that we can talk about it. The one reason why I like to do these podcasts, and I don't care if there's anybody that watches them in particular, the fact that Epic is able to get critical feedback. That's the one goal by why I do these podcasts is I want to gather together some people who might not usually distinguish small details and say like what's good, what's bad. And I try to compile it all together and be like, okay, Epic, here's what you're doing good. Here's what might need to be changed a little bit. That critical feedback without the negatives and like saying like, oh, this skin sucks. Or, oh, this is great, but not actually giving that detail. That's what I like to distinguish. But
No, I agree.
Up next, Blair. Probably one of the most minimalistic skins that we have gotten this season. I can understand how this might tie into Wasteland in terms of like just like being a wanderer of the island during all of this. But this one didn't really seem too special to me. I mean, even the cosmetic set itself, it doesn't seem...
Not a whole lot going on with it. I feel like we've seen a skin like it before, so I'd probably put it at C.
Yeah,
Yeah. It just looks like a filler skin to me. Like
I agree.
It reminds me of that one skin that we had.
No substance to it, in my opinion.
What's that one skin we had that came with that other skin that had like teddy bear arms?
Oh,
I don't know the name.
Haley and
It reminds me. It reminds me of the Haley one. Is that the one that was wearing like the black outfit?
I think Haley was... Yeah, I think Haley was the black outfit.
It reminds me of
I
that
don't
one.
remember.
I didn't really like that skin, to be honest.
Yeah. I can agree. It feels like a filler. It's just this one for me is one of the weaker ones this season for me. I like I said, I don't mind the design and I do think the design is cool, but with specific seasons and specific themes, I feel like there's just a lot of them that don't really fit all that well. This is one of them.
Yeah, I agree. Like it just doesn't. Like if honestly you told me like I didn't know what season it released, I just wouldn't have guessed like, the actual one it released in.
Yeah. But we in agreement on C then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
C for sure.
Up next, probably one of the most, least actually, one of the least worth it Fortnite crew packs, the Operator. I don't even have a full image of it, but my God, this does not feel like a Fortnite crew pack at all. It feels like a starter pack skin.
It's quite bad.
Yeah.
I'd actually put that one at D, to be honest, because I was like,
literally slap it in D.
And again, tying in the fact that Fortnite crew does not alternate their styles, it's the same exact thing on another filler Fortnite crew skin. It feels like every other Fortnite crew skin is a good one, but we just keep going from to, oh, that's cool, to maybe not, to, oh, that one's cool too.
I think they're a bit too basic. Like I feel like the Fortnite crew packs we got at the start were like, oh my God, that skin is so cool. Like remember Galaxia? Like Galaxia was a pretty cool looking.
That was a good start.
Skin. And then we had like the llama skin. I thought that llama skin was pretty cool as well. I can't remember its name, but it was like wearing a winter jacket.
Yeah.
And then like it was like, okay, I was like, these skins are really cool. And now it's just like we're getting very generic looking characters. I'm like,
Yeah, I think that skin was called Lombro, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, like I thought, like they started off really strong with the crew, and then it's like even like up until like last four nightmares, like we had that Astreus, is it Astreus skin?
Astrius, yes.
And then we had like 1 month we had
Astrea.
like 2 skins as well. Remember there was like 1 month we had like a pair, like that was like all cool stuff, and now it's like I feel like we're just getting generic stuff from now on.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed with Fortnite crew, and this is something that I again hope that Epic, at some point, somebody from Epic will see these videos, because I know that some people from Epic do follow me. I personally think that the Fortnite crew packs need to be much more rewarding for current subscribers.
I think they should also, like, I don't know what way it would work, but even if they had to increase it by like a tiny amount or whatever, but like have it include all of the passes.
Yes.
Like
I think, depending on what month they fall into, I think that there should be a bonus track for the event passes. If you want to increase the price and you want to do something like that, bring in the event passes too. Make them an extra bonus, but only increase the packs in the price when those event passes are scheduled to happen. Like, for example, the month of July had Pirates of the Caribbean. The month of July should have had an increased price tag with a better Fortnite crew skin and all the passes included and the event pass included. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I feel like would be much more rewarding for players, because then you don't have to be like, spend this money here, spend this money there.
I feel like it kind of all ends up really, like, obviously, like, it ends up quite expensive. Like, if you're somebody who's just like, oh yeah, no, like, whatever, I like all the game modes and all that, there's an event pass, and it's just like, we get, how many event passes we get every season now? It's like almost like 3, I think.
We get a new event pass every season.
Except for we get like a new Battle Royale event pass, and then obviously Fortnite Festival has its own festival pass, and then obviously Lego was jumped into it now. We're going to be getting a new Lego pass like next week or something as well, aren't we, actually?
Wow, I actually didn't know that.
But it says the end date for the Star Wars one, I'm pretty sure is...
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, the Star Wars one's still out. Holy crap.
They're probably going to do like a Marvel Lego pass, I'd say, to fit in with everything. Give us Lego or Marvel prefabs.
That would be cool. That would be really cool. Imagine Fantastic Four as an event pass, but with Lego cosmetics in the Baxter building that you can build.
I actually put that as a poster. You know, it's like I can picture Fantastic Four being a part of some sort of event pass.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Because considering they're obviously like you'd have to release 4 of them at once.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't just release like, oh, here's the thing, and then.
That would be cool. But back to these guys. Operator, the Fortnite crew needs to be much more rewarding. I just realized we haven't even been barely talking about the Battle Pass skins. The Machinist.
It's a better version of the Operators, but I'd still probably put it at C.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like she's kind of iconic. Like, you'll see that skin and you'll just instantly think of Chapter 5, Season 3, and kind
I suppose a bit. She had the better mythic this season as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I push it to a B.
I would agree with B. I think, yes, she's an iconic character specifically for the Wrecked season.
Can you not budge to A?
What?
Can you not budge up to A?
Depends. What's in it for me?
A chocolate biscuit.
A free Marvel Battle Pass.
I'm in. A. Yes, no, I'm joking. No, B. Yeah, that's my final offer.
I think I'm trying to come up with a reason to put it up in A, but even with all the selectable styles and the super styles involved, it's definitely much more of a minimalistic character compared to the ones we have in this current season. So I think my current rating is going to stick with a B. But we won't completely...
I can down to B. I can see it.
I'll do you one better here. Specifically for you, never done before. Put them in between. Why not?
Put him at Ab. Put her at Ab, sorry.
Ab. We'll just make a whole new tier. Just AB.
100.
Put this right there and just put her right in between. There you go. AB. I can't agree. It's like I'm trying to find the things that make it an A for me, because I really do like the skin. I really do like the concept of it, but I don't feel like they went and added as much of the skin as they could have.
Yeah.
And I mean, with the selectable styles that we did get, it feels like a copy paste of textures. It doesn't feel like we got a cool new design. Megalodon had really, really cool designs and really cool super style colors, that making it an S. But when we think about things like Machinist, or in my case, Rust, you got the skin, you got like maybe 2 different color changes, and then there isn't much else.
Yeah.
Rust in particular, it was cool to have a reference to Metallica in the Battle Pass. I do really like that. But it feels too much like Rust Lord.
I feel like we didn't even need to get this, because obviously we had the X Lord back in Season X as well.
Exactly. This literally feels like a direct copy paste from Season X, and a mixture of the one molten Rust Lord there.
Facts.
What's that? Did you say the name of it, or did you say facts? I didn't.
He
Nah,
says
I'm
he's
saying
facts.
like what you're saying.
Ah, okay. I thought you were trying to say the name of the character. I was like, I don't remember what it is. But yeah, I think for me, Rust, again, B for this one.
Yeah, I can go with B.
Yeah.
I would B, C. Yeah, B.
Yeah.
All right. Not making an A-B exception for that one. Sorry. Up next, Boss Obsidian.
I actually like that one. I did think it was like the design of it was cool. I'd probably put that one at an A.
I
Yeah,
agree.
I would put that
There's 2 major reasons why I agree it's an A. One, again, I'm biased because this is a character design that I actually did design this one, similar to this one. The only thing that's different is the helmet change.
Yeah. No, I do like the design. I thought it was pretty cool looking.
Someone getting a phone call? Damn.
But anyways, now that the phone call is not part of the video anymore, Boss Obsidian was one of the characters that I did design. I did design a character that looked very similar. The helmet is the only difference, and it looked kind of like a rock creature in a way, because I wanted Obsidian to actually be a rock obsidian kind of design. But the fact that one of those kinds of designs I would have loved to see in the game came to the game, the only difference being the helmet, I really like it. If it wasn't for the helmet, and if it had a little bit better of a helmet, I'd put it at an S. But I do agree that it's an A, and I also really like the fact that it's very cheap. This is one of the cheapest, coolest looking skins in the game.
If it released in Chapter 1, that would have been a 2,000 V-Bucks in.
Exactly.
What is it, 800 V-Bucks?
Yeah, it was just
It was
800.
quite cheap.
That's crazy.
But we in agreement for A?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Up next, let's talk about Axel and the other 2 we don't know the names of.
I love this yellow style. I love the wee body.
Yeah. I really like the yellow style, but I don't know how I feel about the slurp style.
No, I loved it. Blue for the win.
I almost feel like I would have liked to see red.
Red peas?
I don't know. I don't know why I want to see red. Maybe it's just because I like the color red. I don't know. It's not going to change how I feel about the skin though, because it's literally just colors. But again, this is the meme skin that Fortnite needs.
I feel like they obviously like wanted to hit that, like, oh look, It's like Peely, but
Peabody.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
I absolutely love the fact that they made it so that all three of them are kind of in cahoots with each other, trying to talk with each other, make the whole character move, you know? But then I love that they just make it so that that one P at the very bottom is just like heavy metal and like screaming like, ah! I love that.
I love Wee Buddy.
This whole
Wee
character, Fortnite deserves to have meme quality characters each and every season.
It's such a shame we didn't get all of the other food skins that they were like on the surveys. Remember, we had like a strawberry and a pineapple and everything. And
Yeah, I think there was like a salad character too, wasn't there?
there was like I'm pretty sure there was a turnip as well. And it was like
Yeah.
a giant both turnip.
You never know. They might come out later on. Maybe they'll do like some farmers event. I don't know. Maybe with Lego Fortnite, if they do something with farming, they could have a farming event pass. Call it the farmers market pass or something like that. I don't know. But Peabody, I mean, this for me, I'm kind of like torn between A and S. I really do like it. I really think it is the pinnacle of what Fortnite's hilarity should be.
I'd say A.
I can agree with that.
I would say it's not S tier, but it's definitely up there.
Yeah.
I love Wee Buddy.
I think what would have made Peabody a little bit more of an S tier for me is if you actually did give him like a really cool armor set to come with him. That I think would have bumped it up.
Considering he's like a mechanic kind of character, it would have been, yeah.
Yeah. All right, we've only got 3 more. All of them are Battle Pass related. We'll talk about one more Marvel thing real quick. We got Wastelander Magneto. I actually really like one key thing that they did with this. They called it Wastelander Magneto because now this Battle Pass, nothing from this Battle Pass will ever come back to the game. But in the future, with their new Battle Pass system, we can now have a Magneto skin. Yes, this has an original Magneto design to it, but we can actually fully have a Magneto skin in future Battle Passes now and future item shops because this one is not Magneto, it's Wastelander Magneto. So
yeah, I can see that.
It did come with that style, and I really do like the fact that they gave us that style. But
yeah, I think that style made it for me because I wasn't actually too much of a fan of the Wastelander stuff. I was like, oh, classic Magneto, I love this.
Yeah.
But I suppose, yeah, like there's so many different, like they have so much to pick from as well. Like if we want to get another Magneto skin at some point where everybody's still able to get it, they can easily do that just because, like, I mean, realistically, they just pull from any of the comic books they have. They have, like, every character has like a million different outfits and different issues and stuff.
Yep. And
if you wear Mystique, you can get any skin.
Exactly. Even the unreleased NPC henchman. Yeah, that's the one key thing with me in Magneto is just the fact that they named him differently specifically so that they can make an actual Magneto later on and make it available to all.
I feel like that's their plan. I feel like the next season we're just going to see loads of like new versions of old characters who were locked to battle passes just so they can, like, okay, new players can still get their hands on, like they might release a new Spider-Man that looks slightly different. That's like classic red and blue instead of obviously just Tom Holland's version. It'd be like, okay, here's classic Spider-Man. And
we've already see things like Captain Jonesy.
That's what I mean. I think they need to do that just for the fact, like, I mean, there's so many big characters and obviously Fortnite's getting new players every single day who are only coming of age, who are like only starting to jump into gaming now. And they're like, oh, I want Spider-Man, but they can't get Spider-Man because they weren't even old enough to play the game.
Yep.
Or Darth Vader and just so many others.
Yeah. But Wastelander Magneto for me, I definitely think this is an A. I don't want to put it in S because I do agree, the Wastelander, I'm not too big a fan of Wastelander kind of design.
Once we get the X-Men 97 Magneto.
Oh my God. Yes, please. But yeah, Wastelander Magneto, I'm definitely thinking A.
Facts.
All right, we've only got 2 left. Talk about the least of the 2 in my eyes. Ringmaster Scar.
I actually did like this skin.
I do.
I
do
liked
like
it.
it.
I liked it with the mask because I couldn't see pink. I just couldn't stop seeing, the singer
Yeah.
pink.
Yeah.
I'd say
I'd say A, but with the mask on, and the super styles as well looked really good with this skin, I thought.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
I really like the super styles. I will agree. It looks too much like pink without anything, but I do think the glasses kind of change that. The glasses that she has on, it kind of looks better, especially with the super styles. Looks so much better. But I'm
I like
fully
the
in
hyena-
agreement. A.
The hyena thing. Yeah.
Yes. It is amazing. But let's end off on a good note. We've got Fallout T60 power armor.
I wanted to like this one more because I love the Fallout games, and I don't know, it's just I think
Honestly,
any
it's a D for me.
yeah, I don't I
Really?
didn't really like the skin as much. I loved power armors in Fallout, but in Fortnite it's just I didn't really. I think I used the skin once and I was like, I don't really like this skin,
Huh.
but I'd love to I loved using it in Fallout and stuff, obviously because it's proper power armor, and obviously they couldn't make it an item or anything like that. And the season, obviously we had the tri-beam rifle, but
Hmm.
I don't know. I think it would have been better if we had I honestly would have preferred if we even had an item shop bundle or something like that that was just vault dweller skins of default characters.
Yeah. See,
Or
I
even I don't
wasn't
know, the other characters even.
going to go higher than a B for this one, but I also didn't want to go lower than that because not only is this the T60 power armor from Fallout, and it looks basically the same, we also got Fortnite specific styles that change it into Black Knight. And
Yeah.
we've also got the Hot Rod colors, which kind of tie into the whole Wrecked season. So I think all of that combined together into the Fallout character makes it for me a little bit higher, and that's why I liked it so much. But I can't agree that it's a skin you're not going to really be using as much.
To be fair, I liked every other one of his cosmetics outside of the skin.
The Pip-Boy
I
was
preferred
cool.
everything else. The Pip-Boy, yeah, I love the Pip-Boy backbling. But I'd probably put it at B, but I think it's the B is just because the rest of his cosmetics saved them.
Yeah.
So what are we saying then, boys? Is it a D?
I just said B because of the other cosmetics.
Is it a D?
Well, let's talk
I would
about.
Say I would say most C, honestly.
Let's agree to disagree.
Let's
should we
say
do B, C?
I kind of want to.
Well, that would be cheeky.
I want to say one more thing real quick for this. I kind of want to vote based on just the skin itself.
Oh, C then.
Yeah, I don't think I can go. I'm gonna stick with B for me.
Probably, yeah. I'll go C.
Okay. What do you think?
I
Friendly?
wanted to like the skin
C
a
or
lot
D?
more than I did. You know what I think would have made the skin better for me is even if the edit styles were not just color swaps and we had different, the other way, what are they called? I can't remember them. The Enclave armor and stuff like that. If it was different armors that are from Fallout, I think that would have made it a bit better for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's facts.
Trenny's never watched Fallout in his life.
But I've seen clips of it. I know what you're on about.
The show is good.
And this, I'm not gonna lie, I still have not played Fallout ever.
Oh my goodness, I binged all the Fallout games before the show, and it was I never played them until this year, and I loved them.
That's one of the things that I'm going to be doing with this and Last of Us. I've never played Last of Us. I've never played Fallout. They're on my list specifically because I want to understand more. I did do some research,
I don't see the hype
but
in The Last of Us. I didn't like The Last of Us as much as everybody goes on about it.
yeah.
Nah, me neither.
Well, I still got to try it out, so I don't have anything yet. But I'm going B. You say C or D?
2 C's here.
2 C's? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. That is every skin for Chapter 5, Season 3 ranked S, A, B, C, and D, and also the first time ever category of A, B. It's interesting, the
It's
fact
perfectly
that,
balanced.
as all things should be.
Oh.
But yeah, that was Fortnite Wrecked. One of the most interesting seasons in terms of how amazing it was to start and now how much of a decline it has come.
I actually really like this whole season, to be honest. I think it was like one of the best season 3s we've had in a long time.
Definitely better than Wilds. Oh god.
Better than Wilds, and I thought it was better than Vibin. I hated Vibin so much.
I mean,
And Primal.
I myself never hated
that was
a single thing about the season. I do think that there maybe were some nerfs that didn't need to happen, but
Yeah, I prefer the chaos.
Exactly. The chaos is what we need. And that's what I hope Fortnite keeps in the next Absolute Doom Marvel season.
I'm afraid for these new mythics to be like so overpowered, like the first week, pros
Just
will complain and then nerfed.
weeks. Just please, Epic, at the very least, give us 2 weeks of fun. If you're going to nerf stuff, give us 2 weeks before you do it. We didn't even get 1 whole week into the season, and they nerfed the boss cars not be able to respawn health anymore. It's like, come on.
I can already say, I guarantee you, we're getting a nerf to all of the new flying abilities we get next season, because I guarantee it, gunfights are just going to be people flying around everywhere with rifles and
because you're
stuff.
going to have the Iron Man mythic and the War Machine mythic, and it's just, there's going to be so
And
much.
the helicopters.
And helicopters coming back as well.
Did you not see?
No.
Yeah,
This is
no,
gonna
I
be
guess
fun.
that is true.
It's going to be funny.
Wow. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining into the podcast. I really appreciate having you here. As I say to all of my other guests that I have on this podcast, you are always welcome to come back anytime. If there's a specific season that you want to come back and do this for again in the future, you are able to. Rush, like I said, if you want to do the Marvel season next season, you are welcome to do that.
I'm in.
But
Yeah.
that's all for now. Hope you guys enjoyed listening. And thank you again, guys, for joining.
My pleasure.
Yes, sir.